But these moments were not supposed to happen at Survivor Series 2025, as Survivor Series opened up with weirdly Michael Cole saying just one word and then being muted. This was kinda confusing to many fans watching at home, but it appeared that this was down to an ad read, but there are mixed reports on whether there were audio issues with the live broadcast. But Io Sky is usually a name that can avoid botches. However, at Survivor Series WarGames, she had a rather awkward blunder. Sky would go for a springboard move off the ropes, but she slipped. But thankfully, due to Sky being one of the best pro wrestlers in the world, she was able to save the spot and turn it into a new move. The botch was directly called out by Michael Cole on commentary, and Cole would directly reference how the former world champion was able to save the spot. But WWE would also deliver a spot which would see Becky Lynch get her face pressed against the cage. The only issue here was that when the camera cut to Lynch, it was apparent that her face was nowhere near the sinister steel. Despite this, Lynch was screaming in agony. This could be down to a poor camera angle, as the moment WWE realized that Lynch's face wasn't in fact making contact, they would cut to a brand new shot. Also, another signature spot in the women's WarGames match saw Nia Jax and Lash Legend perform a military press on Io Sky. The two lost grip of Sky, and this forced Jax to count down the spot audibly to Legend. Whilst this was distracting and definitely took away from the spot, it was appreciated that Jax realized the importance of making sure that the spot was done safely. But when we went to the John Cena vs Dominic Mysterio match, as Cena was making his entrance, he appeared to collide with Stu the cameraman. It was theorized by fans that due to the short entrance stage, Stu got caught in the wires, and even Cena himself had to ask Stu if he was safe and okay. But during the match, WWE would run an angle where it appeared that Dirty Dom was legitimately hurt, and they would copy and paste the real-life injury that Penta suffered on Raw, and it was presented as if the match was about to be called off. This was of course all a ruse, but the weird thing was that Mysterio didn't actually land on his shoulder, and the replays of the spot highlighted this. Therefore, it was apparent that the entire spot was a total work. But when John Cena was making his way backstage, Cole would indirectly declare that 1 week from tonight, Cena would be retiring. This is factually incorrect, as Cena is retiring in 2 weeks' time. It's a good job that Vince McMahon isn't in Cole's ear in 2025, as he would have been verbally reprimanded. But probably the biggest botch in the night was in the men's WarGames match, but this one was truly terrifying. Braun Breaker would take a doomsday device, but when he landed right on his neck. There was immediate concern for Breaker, and the audible worry from the WWE commentary team definitely ramped up the fears. The camera would immediately cut away from Breaker so the medical team could check him out. The positive news is that a few minutes later, he was able to continue wrestling, which certainly implied that the future WrestleMania main eventer was perfectly fine.